Israel continues to carry out its major offensive in Gaza and says to have struck over 100 targets in the past day. Syria welcomes the temporary US easing of sanctions.
At least 15 people have been injured in a major Russian and missile drone attack on Ukraine's capital, Kyiv.
Israel continues its major offensive in Gaza. It says it has struck over 100 targets in the Strip over the past day, according to its defense forces. Meanwhile, 6 armed men guarding humanitarian trucks to prevent them from being looted were killed by the IDF. Israel claims the men were Hamas members, claims Hamas have denied. Since Israel eased the aid blockade on Monday, it said that 388 trucks have entered Gaza. But Palestinian aid groups say only 119 trucks entered via the crossing. A latest AP report stated Israeli forces uses Palestinian detainees as human shields in Gaza, according to Palestinian testimonies and Israeli soldiers. Israel has denied these claims and says it strictly forbids using civilians as shields, but it's investigating several cases.
Authorities in Ukraine say at least 15 people were injured in Kyiv after the capital city came under a large-scale Russian drone and missile attack overnight. According to officials, explosions and machine gun fire were heard throughout the city as many sought shelter in subway stations. Russia reportedly attacked with 14 ballistic missiles and 250 drones, officials said.
Зараз триває пошукова операція, працюють вибухотехніки. За попередніми даними, поки жертви встановлюються, але немає інформації про їх наявність. Сподіваємося, що так воно і буде, але чекаємо.
Одне вікно на балконі не заклеїла, і воно в мене розлетілось. Уявляєте? Я всіх попереджала, заклеювайте вікна. Мене ніхто не слухався.
The attack came hours after Russia and Ukraine began a major prisoner exchange of hundreds of soldiers and civilians on Friday. On Saturday, both sides confirmed they had secured the release of 307 prisoners in the second phase of their largest prisoner exchange. The third and final part of the exchange will take place on Sunday.
Syrians on the streets of Damascus welcomed the temporary US easing of sanctions on Saturday, which US President Donald Trump announced earlier this month. The Syrian Foreign Ministry said it extends its hand to anyone that wants to cooperate with Damascus, as long as there is no internal intervention from their behalf. Meanwhile, residents celebrate the news.
اليوم بديت الخطوة الأولى على الأقل بنتأمل إنه عن جد نشوف دولة بمستوى أقل من الفساد، نشوف تشاركية أعلى، نشوف شفافية أعلى ومساءلة لحتى عن جد نقدر إنه إزالة العقوبات ونكون عم نستفيد منها لأنه هي فرصة كتير تاريخية اليوم بسوريا.
The sanctions imposed in 2019 had aimed to isolate Syria's previous dictator Bashar al-Assad. The European Union also agreed on Tuesday to lift all remaining economic sanctions on Syria. Bulgaria held nationwide celebrations to mark one of its most important cultural and national holidays and the creation of its alphabet. In Sofia, citizens honored the legacy of Saints Cyril and Methodius, creators of the Glagolitic script, which later evolved into the Cyrillic alphabet. Meanwhile, the mayor reminded the crowd of the influence language holds.
Думите имат сила. Те могат да обединяват, да лекуват, да вдъхновяват.
This written system was adopted in the year 855 AD, during the First Bulgarian Empire. At the time, Bulgaria controlled a large part of the Balkans, considerably larger than modern-day Bulgaria.